Who are you, and what brings you to Portsmouth today?
So hi, I'm Jurgen Buhrmann from Weyermann Maltings in Bamberg, and I'm responsible for all the technical things in Bamberg, run the malt house, take care about the stuff and everything. Yeah, today we want to do a brew here with Tod, the head brewer of Portsmouth Brewery, and we will brew a Oatmeal Stout, so a beer that is one of my favorites. So I designed this recipe for my 50th birthday, and we brew it at the Weyermann Test Brewery, and now we try it here to look how it works over here. So.
What do you like about oatmeal stouts? Why did you? I think for most Americans and beer drinkers wouldn't think of oatmeal stout as being something that Germans would maybe not even have access to.
So I have a favor for dark beers, of course, and I think the stout is one of the. I like the balance between nice hops and the roasted flavor of the roasted malt. So this is what I prefer when I drink a dark beer. So the stout is, I think, the perfect style. And the oats we add, we want to give more smoother texture in the beer. So you will, and we did it during the maturation. During the maturation, we add nitrogen to the beer to get it almost smoother. The mouthfeel is better if you have only carbon dioxide. And when you tap it, we also use, or you also should use nitrogen to tap, so you get the nice head, the foam head on the beer. And this is, I think, what I like for a stout.
So this will be like an extra smooth, extra creamy oatmeal stout between the oats and the nitrogen. It'll be like black velvet.
Yeah. Very smooth black velvet. Very comfortable to drink. So.
And will this be a very strong beer? Will this be sort of like a very strong American style kind of extreme oatmeal stout, or will this be?
No, this will be a normal stout with about 4.5% alcohol. So it's a very, it's not a heavy beer. It's good. I think it's easy to drink.
Excellent.
Drinkability, high drinkability.
And will you be coming back over to drink this beer in 2 weeks, or are you sort of going to brew it and leave it to Tod and Tyler from there?
I would love to be here 2 weeks again, but my vacations are over then.
All right. Well, Jurgen, thanks a lot for talking to us today, and I'm sure everyone's going to look forward to drinking your beer, and thanks for sharing it with us.
Thank you.
What we're doing here in Portsmouth is an interesting continuation of what is actually a 1,000-year-old German brew tradition, because the Benedictine monks of the early Middle Ages already used oatmeal in their brews. Oatmeal became a rarity after the passage of the Purity Law in 1516, but before that time, oats were a conventional ingredient in monastic brews. The best beer that was made in a brewery was called Cervisia. It was reserved for the abbot and his noble guests. It did not contain oats. It was made mostly with a mixture of barley and wheat. The second tier beer was called Cilia, or Cilia Melita if it was flavored with honey. And Cilia was usually made with barley and oats. And the third tier beer was called Conventus. It was made from the second runnings of the other two beers, plus an addition of oats. And that beer was reserved for the lay monks, the the servants of the monastery as well as for the beggars and pilgrims. That was the daily beer of the monastery, and it was an oatmeal beer, basically. And they drank about, in American terms, they drank about 4 or 5 gallons of that per head per day. And some of the monasteries produced about as much beer in a year as the average American brew pub, and usually for their own consumption and as a giveaway, a charitable giveaway as alms for the poor. And now we are connecting to that tradition by having a German import called Juergen Buhrmann from the Weyermann Malting Company, and he is learning to reconnect with his own brew tradition by making an oatmeal stout here at the Portsmouth Brewery. And this is quite exciting. And with any luck, I will write it up as a style spotlight in the new brewer so that all Americans can partake in the experience that Jurgen is giving us today.